millions of dollars and I can quit my job being a teacher in order to be a YouTube star, right? Right? Right, Dennis? Do you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dennis?
I would.
All right. I got one. Subscribe to it. Ah! Okay, so here we go. But thank you, Dennis. I appreciate it. Here we go. So let's talk. We're basically going to talk about exponents today. Okay, I'm going to go with the laws of exponents. Let me go like this. Laws of exponents. Okay. Okay. So we have multiplying exponents. If I say, I'm just going to write these out because I think you guys know this. If I say x to the 6th times x to the 3rd, do you guys know what that equals? Someone yell it out so we can move on. What's x to the 6th times x to the 3rd? Go.
X to the 9th.
Yes, you add them up. Make sure you know that. X to the 9th. Got it? Now, what if I said x to the 5th divided by x to the 2nd? Does anyone know what that would be? Someone say it out so we can move on. Got a lot to do. X to the 3rd, you subtract them. Got it? As long as the base is the same, you subtract them. If they're not the same, you do not subtract them. Now, what if I said x to the 5th raised to the 2nd power? What's the answer to that? What is the answer to that? Someone yell it out. X to the 10, you multiply. Thank you. X to the 10. Okay. So those are those three. Raise your hand if you already knew that. I already knew those, Sensei. Leave me alone. Right, raise your hand. Leave me alone, Sensei. Stop wasting my time. I already knew this. It's okay. I just want to understand how well you know this. Okay, so half of you, I'm wasting your time. That's okay. It's okay that I'm wasting your time. I'm erasing this. Here we go. If I say x over y raised to the 5th power, that equals, you distribute the 5th. X to the 5th over y to the 5th. That's all that means. Pretty simple. If I say x times y to the 5th, I'm sure you guys would get that too. That would be x to the 5th times y to the 5th. That's what that equals. Okay? Now, raise your hand if I'm wasting your time. I already knew that, Sensei. Raise your hand. You're wasting my time, Sensei. Let's move on. Okay, only a couple of you. Raise your hand if you already knew that. You're just too polite. I already knew that, Sensei. It's not a waste of time, but because I like to hear your voice. Okay. Okay, so some of you didn't know that. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here's another one. Real quick. What's the answer to the square root of 16, Maya?
4.
Yeah, 4. Very good. Plus or minus 4. We'll just say positive 4 for now. But another way we can write this is the square root of 16. Okay? Just that 2 is invisible, but there's a 2 there. We just don't need to write it. Now, another way we can write this, instead of writing the square root of 16, we write it like this. 16 to the 1/2 power. 16 to the 1/2 power is like saying square root of 16. Okay, so that's what a fraction exponent means. It's really the square root. But if I went like this, 8 to the 1/3 power, I said 8 to the 1/3 power, what that is saying is the cubed root of 8. That's all that means. Which is, what is the cubed root of 8, Ian? What is the cubed root of 8?
Cube root of 8. I kind of blinked out on this one, not gonna lie. 2.
Yes, very good, Ian. It's 2. Why? Because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, right? Multiply 2 by itself 3 times. That's what 3 means. Very good. Okay, so that's 2. Now, if I went 16 to the 1/4 power is like saying 16, the 4th root of 16, and that equals 2 also, okay? So just write that out. Boom. That's all those means, okay? I'm moving on. I'm going to erase this. Raise your hand. I got it. I understand it, Sensei. Raise your hand. Sensei, I get it. All right. I see lots and lots of hands. Lots and lots of hands. I'm erasing this. Are there any questions? I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds. Put your hands down so I know. Well, let's refresh the hands. Put them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Couple more. Now, if I say 8 to the 2/3 power, 8 to the 2/3 power. Okay, so what does that mean? That means we're going to write this in. We have 2 pieces of information here. Okay, don't write this down, but we have 8 to the 1/3 and 8 to the 2. Okay, so that's what that's saying. So another way we can write this, think of this as 1/3 and 2. The 2 is just a 2. Think of it as this. It's the same as 8 to the 1/3 raised to the 2 power. That's probably a better way to write it. Because if I multiply this, it equals 2/3. So this equals that, which means we write it as 8 cubed root of 8 squared. Because the 1/3 is that, the square is that. So basically, we can write this as this is the square, this is the root. Okay, that's how we write that. How do we remember? Well, the number on top makes it bigger, square. The number on the bottom makes it smaller, root. Which would equal, the cubed root of 8 is 2. 2 squared is 4. That's 8 to the 2/3 power equals 4. Okay, we're almost done here, and then we'll get on to the assignment. Are there any questions on that? I'm going to get rid of this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hasta la vista, bye-bye. Okay, here we go. Okay. 2 more. Two to the -3rd power. 2 raised to the -3rd power, the way I can write that is 1 over 2 to the +3 power, right? If it's a negative, you write it as a denominator in the exponent. In the new, you write the exponent positive in the denominator, okay? That's what that means. And then finally, I mean, even if I went, so if I went 5 to the -1 and 6 to the -1, just whatever. Let's say 6 to the -2, okay? Well, you just write them as positive. You just flip them, write them as positive. So this would be 6 squared over 5 to the 1, which would be 36 over 5. But that's how you would write that. And finally, the last one, I can see I'm putting you guys to sleep. I'm sorry about it, but I got to show you guys this stuff. If I say any number to the 0 power, what is 7 to the 0 power? Lorenzo, what's 7 to the 0 power?
Is it just 7?
Oh, no. Try again.
Huh?
No, it's not. I'm sorry. If I tell you, you'll be all, oh, yeah. Let me tell you, Lorenzo. It's actually equal to 1. Have you heard that before, Lorenzo?
No.
Okay. Anything raised to the 0 power is equal to 1. So if I do 213 raised to the 0 power, it will equal 1. It doesn't matter. Anything to the 0 power is equal to 1. And that's all I have to say about that. Are there any questions? Because I'm going to move on to the homework. Make sure you have all those written down. Okay, I'm erasing this in 10 seconds. I'm counting in my head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hasta la vista. That's Terminator language. Okay, let's start on number 5. Number 3. Okay. Number 3. And by the way, the answers are in. You can check the answers out too, you know. Let's see. Number 3. Okay. All right, let's do 3 and 7. We'll move on. Number 3. Here we go. 3 is this. 3. 9 squared raised to the 1/3 power. And then we'll say 7. And we'll say 7 is 8 to the 4th over 10 to the 4th. All of that raised to the negative 1/4 power. Okay, let's take a look at these. Here we go. Let me get so you can see what I have written down here. Okay, I'm gonna do this kind of fast. Okay, I'm doing this kind of fast. Let me ask you, am I going too fast? Dennis White, am I going too fast, or am I going just right, or am I going too slow?
You're going good.
Okay, that's good. Good to hear. How about you, Ethan? What do you think? Am I going too fast, too slow, or just right?
Just right.
Okay. How about you, Abraham?
You're going on a good pace.
Okay. Okay, let me know if I'm going too fast. Billy, how am I doing?
You're doing good.
I feel kind of sexist because I think you just asked all guys there, didn't I? Did I ask all guys? Miley, how am I doing? Am I going too fast or too slow?
You're going good.
All right, good. I asked one girl. Thank you, Miley, for being my one female that I asked there. Okay, here we go. So I just wanted to simplify this. So it's 9 to the 2nd raised to the 1/3. If I raise it, I multiply. What is 1/3 times 2? 1/3 times 2 is 2/3. And that's all you have to do for that. Okay, do I need to show you why that's 2/3? Let me know if you do. Negative 1/4. So I multiply negative 1/4 by both of these, which I'll multiply negative 1/4 times 4 for you so you can see here. Negative 1/4 times 4 is 4 over 1. These cancel out, and it becomes negative 1 over negative 1 or negative 1. So this becomes negative 1/4 times 4 is negative 1. So it's equal to 8 to the negative 1. Negative 1/4 times 4 is negative 1. 10 to the negative 1. Remember, negative exponents go like this. Flink, right? They go like that. They flink it, and it becomes 10 over 8. And I guess reduce that to 5/4. And that's that. Are there any questions? That was fast. I'm going fast because there's a lot. But if I'm going too fast and you don't get it, stop me, please, because I'm sure you're not the only one. But it's 5/4. I'm moving on. Any questions? I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds. Are there any questions? 10 seconds.
Wait, what happened with the negative 1/4 being multiplied by the 4 over 1?
I multiply negative 1/4 times 4 over 1, it becomes negative 1. If you need to understand that process, Abraham?
I think I got it.
Are you sure? I can multiply it.
I think it'd be best if you do.
All right, let's do the best thing. Abraham, are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you multiply fractions, you just multiply the numerator times the numerator and the denominator times the denominator. What's negative 1 times 4, Abraham?
Negative 4.
What's 4 times 1, Abraham?
1.
4 times 1?
Oh, it's 4. 4.
Yes. And negative 4 over 4 reduces to negative 1.
Okay. I see where you got the negative 1.
Basically, these cancel out and just becomes 1. That's what happens. That's why I did it that way. Okay? Abraham, you good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm moving on. Okay, that was 7. I'm going to skip 11. You guys do 11. Should I do 11? God, there's so much to do. I'll do 11. I'm going to do it fast, guys. I don't want to do all your homework and keep you here the whole time, but let's set up 11 is 2 2/3 times 16 2/3 divided by 4 2/3. Okay, and then what else can we do? 11, 13. Let's do 15. 15. I got the 4th root of 6 times the 4th root of 8. Okay, look at what I got here. I don't know if you guys are following along, but I have it written down right here. So 2 to the 2/3 times 16 2/3 divided by 4 divided by 4 over 2/3. And this is, so I got to simplify this. Okay, because the exponents are the same, we just multiply the bases. The bases are the big numbers. I multiply 2 times 16 and then I divide by 4. That's all you do. 2 times 16 divided by 4, and then we'll simplify it after that. But that'll be, let's see, 8. I believe it's 8. 2 times 16 divided by 4 is 8. And then we got to put our 2/3 there. And then, right, remember, I'll pause there. Remember, 2/3, we can write that as cubed root of 8 squared. Remember, we can write it that way. Remember, the denominator goes in the cubed root, and then we square it. Cubed root of 8 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Okay, so it equals 4. Boom. That's it. Any questions? All that just equals 4. All of that equals 4. That's all we had to do, right? We just had to do that. Okay. Now, because these are the same, we just multiply 6 times 8, 48 to the 4th power. Okay, but here we go. 48 to the 4th power. Oh man, my board is so ugly. 48. I'm sorry, 4th root of 48. Better way, 4th root of 48. Now to simplify this, we got to figure out. We have to figure out the prime factors, right? Do you guys know what a prime number is? Thomas, do you remember what a prime number is?
No, I forgot.
Okay, Emma, do you remember what a prime number is?
No, I forgot to.
Melissa?
It's a number that can only be divided by itself and 1.
Yes, perfect. So prime numbers. 1 is prime, 2 is prime, 3 is prime, 4 is not prime because we can divide it. 5 is prime, 6 is not prime because we can divide 6 by 2 or 3. 7 is prime, 8 is not prime, so we can divide 8. 9 is not prime, 10 is not prime, 11 is prime, 12 is not prime, 13 is prime, 14 is not prime, 15 is not prime, 16, right? Get it? Okay, so the way we find prime numbers, we just divide. What's something we can divide into 48? Any number. What's 48 divisible by, Naveed? What's 48 divisible by? Give me a number, any number.
12 and 4.
Very good. So we go 12 and 4, and you say, hey, is 12 prime? No, I can keep dividing. So then you divide 12. 12 is 2 and 6. 2 is prime. Is 6 prime? No. 2 and 3. Prime, prime. Then you go this one. 4 is not prime. So it's 2 and 2. Prime, prime. So now this is equal to, here's how we break this down. Look at my primes. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, are there any questions on how I got that there? You don't know why I did it, but any questions on how I did that? So basically, I got the primes of 48. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 equals 48. And this is going to help me simplify my radical. I'm going to be able to take the fourth root. 48 is not a perfect fourth root, but I'm going to find the fourth root of 48 by using my prime numbers. Okay, are there any questions before I move on? Okay, I want the fourth root, so I'm looking for 4 of the same prime numbers. I'm looking for 4 of the same prime numbers. Do I have anything that's 4 of the same? Brianna, anything that's 4 of the same?
2.
So what that means, yes, I got 4 2s. So you're going to cross these out and only take one of them and take it out of the fourth root here. Take out my 2s, only one is left, and you go like that. 2 times the square root of 3, because the 3 just stays in. These get out. Boom. That's all you got to do. And that's how you simplify. What is number that? Is that 19 or something like that? Are there any questions on how you simplify that? Okay, I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds. Oh my gosh, Lucas. Oh, where'd you come from? That freaking monkey? Oh my gosh. That freaking monkey, is that bugging the heck? Are you okay? Connor, is that monkey bugging you? I can get rid of him if you want.
No,
Freaking
it's
hate
cool.
monkeys. I hate monkeys, man, I tell you. Just make a mess. Okay. That was, what number was that? That's where we're at. 4 through to 48. We go 15. What's 17? Oh, because we simplified that. That was 15. So now we're on 17, 19. I guess you guys can do. You guys keep doing those. You just keep simplifying them, right? And then you do what I just did there. What are you saying, Sensei? Hang on, let me show you. Okay, so like all these, so we do 19 next. You multiply 6 times 72, and then you divide it by 2, and then you simplify it, find the third root by finding the prime factors, okay? And then we have 23. Let's do 23 and 27. Same thing. These are all the same. Okay. 23. Oh, man, these are crazy. Okay, it's some weird here. This is going to be weird. Okay, 23. 23 is, I'm writing this down. You guys see it here, but I'm writing 20. Write 23 with me. Okay, cubed root of 5 over the cubed root of 4. And then 27, I'm going to write that too. 27 is the cubed root of 64 over 49. Cubed root of 64 over 49. Okay. All right. So basically, because they're both cubed root, I can divide them, but since they're not divisible, right? They're not divisible. How am I going to simplify that? What this is saying here, I believe. Huh. Okay, so we got to get rid of this cube root in the denominator. That's what they want us to do. And anytime you have a math problem, you have a cube that you have a root. You can't have a root in the denominator. So we got to get rid of this. So notice how this is 3 times the square root of 4. So what we want is 3 square root 4s. We want 3 of them because that's going to get rid of it, right? To find the perfect cube. So go like this to help us simplify it. We find the cube root of 4, multiply it by the cube root of 4 times the cube root of 4 twice. Okay? Cube root of 4 times cube root of 4 is cube root of 16, right? So this is cube root of 6. Notice this tells me how many I need. I need 3. 1, 2, 3. Which the cube root of 4 times cube root of 4 is cube root of 16. So I'm going to multiply it by, I'm going to erase it, instead of cube root of 4 times cube root of 4, I'm going to say cube times the cube root of 16, so we can see it. Cube root of 16. Then I have to multiply this times the cube root of 16. Why did you multiply by the cube root of 16? Because what is 4 times 16? You just made a perfect cube there, and that'll get rid of it, because it'll be 4 times 4 times 4, and 4 times 16, what is 4 times 16? 64? Is that right? 64? So it's 64. So this is the cubed root of 64 all over 16 times 5, 80, which is the cubed root of 80, which becomes the cubed root of 64 is 4. So there I got rid of that because 4 times, that's why we multiply it by 4 3 times. And the cubed root of 80, I don't know if that breaks down. 80, let's do our prime factors. 80 is 5 and 16. Let's go 8 and 10. 5 and 2, prime, 2 and 4, 2 and 2. Okay, well, 80, cube root of 80 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking, how many of my 2's am I looking for? I'm looking for 3 of them. Well, I got 3 right here. So you cross those out and just bring 1. And you just have these 2 left over. 2 root 3 over 10. So then this is 2 root 3 over 10. And then the 2 and the 4 can simplify. So it's cube root 10 over 2. And that's how you do that. Cube root 10 over 2. You can't have that. You can't have that down there like that. Hey, Mika. All right, sorry, I was parenting. All right, are there any questions on that? That's a lot. It's a lot of simple stuff, but I did a whole bunch of stuff at once, so it might seem complicated, but hopefully it's not more complicated than it is. You're just doing a whole bunch of steps that you already know how to do or you've seen before. Okay, let's do the next one. How you doing, Brett?
Good.
Okay. So now, to simplify this, this would equal this. Cube root of 64 over the cube root of 49. Now, I can already tell I don't want that cube root in the denominator, right? So I already know, let's just look at the 49 for now. 49 is cube root of 7 times the cube root of 7, right? I have 3. I need 1 more 7 to get rid of that, right? So let's see, Samantha, what am I going to multiply both of those by? What am I going to multiply it by?
Can you explain it again, please?
Okay, so if you look at this one, see this, Samantha? How many did I say I needed?
2.
Look again. Can you read that?
Oh, is it a 3?
Yeah. So I need 3, right?
Okay.
Okay, I have 1. So then I multiply cube root of 4 times cube root of 4, and that gave me 3, right? How many do I need here?
3.
Can you read? Yeah, you need 3. How many do I got?
2.
So I need just 1 more, right? Which one more what? What do I need 1 more of?
7.
Cube root of 7, right?
Okay.
So that means I multiply this by the cube root of 7, but I got to multiply this by the cube root of 7. And then I'll get rid of my cube root. Because 7 times 7 times 7 is, I don't know, but the cube root of that is 7, right? 7 times 7 times 7, 21 times 7. Is 147. But that doesn't matter because the cube root of 147 is just going to be 7. And this is going to be cube root of 64 times cube root of 7. What's the cube root of 64 times the cube root of 7?
We can't see the screen.
Can't see down that low?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So anyway, cube root of 7 times cube root of 7 times cube root of 7 is just 7, right? Because 7 times cube root of 147 is 7. And then 64 times 7, 64 times 7. And we get the cube root of that. And then we're done. Cube root of that, and then we're done. So 64 times 7. Hey, Layla, can you tell Mika that Mrs. Wallace is going to pick her up in 20 minutes? Do you want to go with her?
No.
Okay. Actually, I don't know if you're invited anyway, so. 448. Anyway, so this ends up being the cube root of 448, because 64 times 7 is 448, but we can break that down. We can do the 448. That goes 64 and 7. That's prime. 8 and 8. Not, well, 8's not prime, sorry. 8 and 8. And then this is 2 and 4. 2 and 2. 2 and 4. 2 and 2. Prime, 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 prime. So square root of 448 is all these. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 7. Okay, so what am I looking for here? How many groups am I looking for? Groups of 3. Did you find your shoes?
Shoes? Yeah, they were by the front door.
Yeah, there's one right there. Did you put the shoes that you borrowed away, put them exactly where you found them?
I think I did.
Okay, so I'm looking for groups of 3. So I have a group of 3 2s here, a group right there, and so cross those out and just get 1 for that. I have a group right here, cross that out and get 1 for that. You have outside, you have 2 times 2 is 4, so this is equal to 4 cubed root 7. And so my final answer is 448 is 4 cubed root 7 all over 7. And that's that. Like I said, it's a lot of steps. I think you know most of the steps. And if you're getting confused, that's okay. I can re-explain it. But it's just a lot of stuff going on. Welcome to Math 3 Honors, huh? And a lot of this is kind of review, too. These rules of rational exponents. Do you have the keys?
I don't have the keys yet.
They're over in my room.
I'll go and do this.
Huh?
I'll go and do this.
Okay, well, here, I can cover it. Look, I'll cover the
Oh,
camera.
no, I'll see.
Okay, here's my son. He's walking by.
What's up, everybody?
That's my son. Up in my, on my dresser. Okay, that's Elijah. All right. Are there any questions before I'm moving on? I'm going to move on. Okay. Found him?
Got it.
All right. See you.
Nice to see you guys.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
What was that? That was 27. What do we have next? Looking at 27. Okay, so we had 27. Okay, so that was, I didn't do that in my last class, but 27, 29, 33. Okay, so let's look at 33. So remember, you can't have a radical in the denominator. You can't have that root in the denominator. So I'm erasing 27. Okay, so we have 33. We have 33 of 9 over root 3 plus root 7. And I can't have that root 3 plus root 7 on there, so I'll show you how to get rid of that in a second. But let's do 37 also. I'm going to do 37. Do I need to do 37? Yeah, 37 is easy. So I'll spend a couple seconds on 37. Finally, an easy one, huh? But maybe you won't think it's easy. Maybe it's hard. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 37 is hard. But I think you'll think it's easy. But maybe I'm wrong. Okay, who knows? Who knows? Okay, so I cannot. Can you see that top one up there? Let's see. Where am I? Where did my whiteboard go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Melissa, can you see this up here, number 33?
Yeah.
Okay. So to get rid of this, you multiply it by its conjugate. You multiply it by, watch, here's what a conjugate is. We've talked about this before. Square root of 3
I can't
minus.
really see it.
Or, you can't see the top?
Yeah, and it's also getting like really blurry.
Okay. Well, how's that?
Yeah, it's really blurry.
Well, let me close some windows or something. Let's see what that looks like. Looks like on mine. Maybe it's my Wi-Fi or something. It looks. Why is everything backwards? It doesn't look blurry to me, but all right. Let's see who it looks blurry to. Maya, does it look blurry to you?
It looks a lot better for me.
Did it improve?
Oh, it was, but then it got worse.
It's worse now?
No, actually, no. Sorry.
Okay, it's
It's the
good
same.
now. It's good.
It's
Okay,
same.
Abraham, is it? Okay.
It's like
well,
getting better, but also getting worse sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know what to say. Brett, does it look blurry now?
All right, now.
Okay, I'm going to keep going. When it gets blurry, let me know. Okay? Abraham, can you help me with that?
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. So do you guys see the conjugate is root 3 plus root 7 is the same as root 3 minus root 7? Right? That's what basically it's the same with the negative in the middle, right? That's the conjugate. But I have to multiply this by the conjugate too. Root 3 minus root 7. Okay, so but let's multiply these two. Root 3 plus root 7 times root 3 minus root 7. So let's do I like doing the box. And let's go root 3 plus root 7. And then root 3 minus root 7. Okay, so now watch what happens. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9. The square root of 9 is 3. Notice that the square root basically disappears. Root 3 times root 7 is root 21. Negative root 7 times positive root 3 is negative root 21. And root 7 times negative root 7 times root 7 is root 49, which is 7. The square root disappears, so this becomes negative 7. Root 21 minus root 21 is 0, and 3 minus 7 is negative 4. So this is negative 4 in the denominator. All that becomes negative 4 over 9 root 3 minus 9 root 7. And we can't really change that. That has to stay the same. I can't add these because these have to be the same in order to add them. So that's 33.
Sensei, are we doing every other odd?
Yeah, did I mess up somewhere?
Well, it's because you did 27 and then you did 33, so wouldn't it be 31?
Oh, shoot. Oh, well, don't do that one. Do this one.
Okay.
Sorry. It's okay. I'm not going to be all that stickler about it. But I think I did this one in my last class. Let's stick with 37. Let's go to 37, okay? Just do 37 and every other odd after that one. Because this one's pretty straightforward. Well, actually, let me see. Let me get back on. All this is, because these are both cube root of 11, you just add the 9 and the 3. It's like terms. So the answer is 12 cubed root 11. Boom, I'm out of the way. That's it. That's all you do for that. Let's see if I can get back on track. That's 37. Are there any questions on that? Okay, I'm moving on. So let's see if I can, thanks for helping me out. Let's see, what did I do? So I guess we'll do 39. So I should have done 35, I guess. 35, and I should do 39. So we'll go to 43. 43. We'll do 43. So 43, all you do, I'm going to let you guys do 43. Oh, someone's at the door. Hang on, let me check the door real quick. Mika, are you going? Okay, so I'll figure out. Okay, so where were we? Let's do, I think we should do 41. Is that right? Let me see. We did 30. What are we supposed to do next? I'm like confused.
You said that we were gonna do 43 next.
43. We're supposed to do 41. We should do 45, I think. Let's go to 45. I'm going to 45. We'll make that the last one. All right, 45. 45. 5 times 24 to the 1/3 power. minus 4 to the minus 4 times 3 to the 1/3 power. Okay, so let's go ahead to simplify that. What we need to do is we could add them. We could add these up. First of all, let's rewrite this like this. 5 times the cubed root of 24 minus 4 times the cubed root of 3. Okay? Now, I could add these if these were the same. However, let's break it down in our prime factors and see what we get. Then we can add them, right? So remember, 24 is 6 and 4. 6 is 2 and 3. 4 is 2 and 2. So 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. I got a pair of 3s right there, right? So there's my 3 2s. So guess what? Those become 1, 2 coming out, right? 5 times 2, right? The 2 comes out. 5 times 2 is 10. Cubed root of 3. So now it's 10 cubed root of 3 minus 4 cubed root of 3. Now I can combine these because they're both cubed root of 3s. I have 10 cubed root of 3s here, 4 cubed root of 3s here, which is going to equal 6 cubed root of 3. And that's how you do that. You just want to break it down so they become the same and then subtract them. That's it. You break them down till they become the same and then you subtract them. Okay. You cannot hear anything, Aaron? Shoot. What, can anyone hear anything? I'll do the recording. Nathaniel, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I think is there anything else I need to go over? What was that? Was that 45? That's 45. 47. I think that's good. You guys simplify the expressions. You guys should be able to do that. And then check your answers to help you on the rest. I won't hold you any longer. Check your answers. You guys know where to find the answers? You guys know where to find the answers? Don't say anything if you know where to find the answers. Nice. I'm glad you all know. You all know how to find the answers. Angel Lopez, do you know where to find the answers?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's check some of your random. Julissa, do you know where to find the answers?
Yeah.
Okay, check those out to help you understand it. Miley, do you know where to find the answers?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, are there any questions before I dismiss y'all? Okay, you guys are great. I know it's been painful. Your day is over. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, open house on Wednesday. I'll see you. Goodbye, guys. Good luck. Bye, Alonzo. Love you, Alonzo. Bye, Connor. I love you, Connor. Bye, Melissa. Bye, Cassandra. Bye, Linda. Bye, Emma. Bye, Julissa. Bye, Navid. I love you, man. Bye, Ian. Bye, Maya. Bye, Brianna. Aloha, Angel. Thomas, bye. Miley, bye. Hey, by the way, if you're here and I marked you absent, stay here. Bye, Billy. Bye, Abraham. Bye, Brett. Bye, Nathaniel. If you want to talk about grades, you can too. Okay, let's see. Miley, your camera went out for. I know you were on before, so I think Miley just left. Angel and Sam are here, right? You guys are just want to be marked here, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right. Sam,
Yeah.
I got you.
All right.
And Angel
Yes.
Rojas. No, wait. Angel Rojas, I have you here, marked here. Someone else. Oh, Aaron Garon was here. Is there someone else? Was Montserrat here? I can't remember. She didn't stay. All right. I think Sam left. Angel, do you have a question? You're muted. I can't hear you if you're talking. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. I'm out of here.